Audio Jungle.
So let's take a look at this phone, the Zte Blade Zmax. It was the predecessor to the Zte Blade or Zte Zmax Pro, which was an awesome device. And then they just made this phone over here. This is again the Zte Blade Zmax. It was just the predecessor. So in general, the phone is beautiful over here. It has a nice SIM card tray and adapter and stuff. It has, well, USB-C, headphone jack, fast charging USB-C, 100%. I love the headphone jack. Mind-boggling that someone still includes it in 2018. And in general, it just was, well, an all-around great device. The cameras were great, had a decent fingerprint sensor. What more could you want from it? The one thing that I say could improve is I don't like rear-firing speakers. I like front-firing speakers. That's just me. So what do you think we can see for the 2018-2019 version of the Zte Blade series for Metro PCS? So basically, with the whole issue with the Huawei phones and ZTE phones in the government and a ban, what can you see from all of this? So my main issue is the fact that it could ban all ZTE phones. We never know what could actually happen. It's something you have to take a risk on. But for as of now, just what do I hope to see on the new version of the Zte Blade lineup for Metro PCS? So basically, it came out on August 28th. It was last year released. So we expect it, or at least I expect it to come out again on August 28th or something similar like that, something around there. I don't know specifically when it actually will come out, but I'm hoping August 28th. And with this, it allows for hopefully more design. So I've been saying, and people have been saying, 3 gigabytes of RAM. 32 gigs of space is fine. You can add an SD card, fine. As long as I just get to store my apps on the phone, whatever. Now, I've seen, though, people have been saying, 2 gigs of RAM is slow. I want more than 2 gigs of RAM. Please give me more than 2 gigs of RAM. I understand. I'm in the same boat as you. I don't like the 2 gigs of RAM at all on most phones. I mean, it was okay. But, I mean, what more can we see from there? I hope more than 2 gigs of RAM. I'm probably the only one around. A ton of people are going to say NFC, which basically means Android Pay and faster file transfer from phone to phone that have NFC. So I love Android Pay because, well, instead of having to take out my card when I'm at some place, let's say take it out, fumble with it, there's some people behind me. I wouldn't say it feels awkward, but I don't like the feeling of having to fumble around for my card when and if let's say I had money in my card, in my wallet, and I feel awkward, literally, I could take this phone here, place it down, it would start payment for me. Or I could even use my watch just because, well, that's what I have. So my whole issue is I don't think it's one of these big features that you need to have, but at least try to add it if you can. The other thing is, well, the screen 1080p is great. I love it. It's vibrant. The only issue is 18:9 aspect ratio, please. Everybody's doing it. Why not you too? Join the revolution of 18:9. It's not much more I really need. Well, in general, just a newer Snapdragon processor, maybe the Snapdragon 600 series. Doesn't matter for me which one. I mean, all the Snapdragon 600 series are decent enough for me. So, in terms of what I like to see, I personally don't think that the Snapdragon 425 was cutting it enough with the 2 gigs of RAM. If they upgrade the 3 gigs of RAM, their phone will be one of the best sellers of 2018. I understand. Blade Zmax, excellent, excellent phone. Just 2 gigs of RAM, people just shied away from it. 3 gigs of RAM, I wouldn't see an issue. I'd feel like this is one of these phones that you could sell unlocked at Best Buy and get away with it for $200. Just me. Please don't, because I love the $100 price tag. I'm hoping for another $100 price tag. If you need to make it $120, $150, I understand. We all understand. 3 gigs of RAM costs more. Blah, blah, blah. But there isn't much more. There is also, well, Android 7.1.1 is on the phone. It's not the worst thing in the world, but can you just at least please add Android 8.0? People want to see it. I know with the phones, you went from like the 5.0 to the 6.0. Well, then the original Zmax got 6.0 up in there someplace or another. Then the Pro came out that had 6.0 in the box. Then this one came out 7.1.1, basically 7.0 nougat. The next one's going to have Oreo, and then from there it's just going to raise up. I mean, I just hope that Oreo comes out in the box because, well, why not? With 3 gigs of RAM, that picture-in-picture mode will be good for what it's worth because, well, without 3 gigs of RAM, I do not think Android Oreo would be a good option for most people to have, even though they'll want it, so you'll have to put it on there, but they'll be complaining about how slow it is because of they'll try picture-in-picture with a YouTube video or an app or something, and they'll realize how slow it is. Like, I personally don't think that they'll enjoy it, but that's just my opinion. I'm hoping they'll enjoy it. My opinion probably doesn't matter that much. But in general, though, 8.0 is going to be great. I'd say 8.1 just because, well, that's the newest one out there right now. Again, my specifications that I hope for is at least a 600 series Snapdragon processor. You can keep sort of the same design with an 18:9 aspect ratio. I hope for NFC. I don't know if that's ever going to come to these phones, but I love NFC. I use it, again, every time I go to the store. I just use my watch because, well, literally, tap and hold. Oh my gosh, payment. And I've paid for my product. It takes literally 10 seconds to do versus, well, maybe 5 seconds to do versus I have to find my card. Which one? Pull it out and wait. This one's just literally a couple seconds. It's good. That's why I love NFC. It's just instant. I know it could be a hassle. Your phone may not support it, but with like all the GPay coming, Google Pay coming out now, it should support it soon, eventually, at one point or another, even if, I don't know. I assume it'll support it even if it's not actually supported. Confusing, I know, but, well, that's that. But I mean, for real, it's just like one of these things where I really do hope it actually comes to, because I would love Android Pay to actually work on the phone. That's the one reason why I love the LG Stylo 3 and 3 Plus so much, is because NFC is on the phone. It's $150. I understand 2 gigs of RAM. They have a great way of running stuff, but in general, it's just beautiful. The LG Stylo 3 Plus. I actually want to start using it again for another month to replace my 8 gig of RAM phone. It's crazy, but I don't know. That's just me. These are my specs. Hopefully, ZTE takes heed of this, or I probably should have made this video earlier. I don't know, but hopefully this is just one of these videos where ZTE will take heed and actually include maybe one of the prototypes that they've made already. If they already have a prototype, well, maybe a newer prototype will have the 18:9 if they don't have it already, or some sort of thing like that. But if you did like this video, please hit that subscribe button because I want to make more videos like this and others that you may like. And just as always, enjoy the rest of your day and follow me down below. My Instagram, Twitter, Patreon page is down there too if you want to donate money towards me. What else? Enjoy the rest of your day.